mission for today is to get as close as we can to Truckee so I can get some new shoes.
Already partway through the day, had a wonderful hike so far. Trail's been really nice. It was cold this morning. We were hiking as the sun was coming up and the sky was orange and beautiful. And then we were surprised by some trail magic with 2 other SOBOs there.
I had to put something on it, so butter it is. Yeah, just there we go.
This is Hiker Bullfrog taking it to a new level with calories by wrapping his butter and bacon. And this is Bronto, amazing trail magic here this morning, unexpected. We are rushing through on our way to get to Truckee to get my shoes, but could not pass up this amazing pancake breakfast. Thank you, Trail Magic. Thank you, Bronto.
Fun to have a little social surprise. And now we're just continuing our trek uphill. Hopefully we'll be in striking distance of Truckee tomorrow morning. It's a little windy today. I got the hood up to try to keep the hat on. As long as I don't get blown off the mountain, I think I'll be okay. These plants have been everywhere, and to me it smells just like being in the garden picking green beans. It's kind of a good smell.
Look how tall this guy is. This is a good specimen. I think this might be the highest point we've been at yet. I think we're like 9,000 plus feet. And look what we can see. So many mountains in the distance. The high Sierras are out there just waiting for us. What a beautiful day. Woohoo! I don't know if you can see it, but this is the first time we've seen alpine meadow flowers in weeks now, since Washington maybe, or Northern Oregon. It's beautiful.
So this green lichen has become one of my favorite things. The color never shows up. It's so much more vibrant than shows up on camera, but this time it's growing in rings. I think that's so neat. Yeah. We just saw this crawdad in the stream we were coming to filter water. It's not an animal I expected to see on the PCT. Just 3-ish miles from camp tonight and find ourselves in another really cool area with all these big rocks scattered throughout the forest. Okay, we're crossing underneath I-80. Almost to Donner Pass, another couple miles, and we're gonna try to get into Truckee. Oh, how's it sounding here?
This is like messing with my brain, actually.
Whew, we made it. Through one of the two.
We're in the median of I-80 right now between the two east-west directions. It's so fun feeling like, you know how many times you just look down the median. That's where we're at.
It is day 73. We're only a couple miles from Donner Pass. Yep, the Donner you know. And From there, we're going to hitch into Truckee, where we should be able to get new shoes for Christine, get some food, maybe even up it a little bit and not do pizza. Might just go with some pasta. I think we're probably gonna spend the night there, so that'll feel good, get some relaxing done, and then we're gonna resupply for the next stretch, which might get us to the High Sierra. Somebody's got topos. We're riding bikes to downtown Truckee to hopefully get some pizza.
Good afternoon. It is day 74, and after a probably 24 hours in Truckee, a quick turnaround, we have fresh shoes, fresh food, fresh spirits. We are ready to really start getting into the Sierras. So rain on the horizon. You can see from our fleeces, it's the mid-afternoon and we're chilly. So a little nervous about the weather coming. Hopefully we can stay dry or at least warm.
Yeah, we're carrying much more than we have for a long time now. Good 5.5+ days of food with bear canisters with water.
Yeah.
So kind of moderate goals for the next few days, but it's supposed to be high, scenic, and we're looking forward to it.
It's safe to say we're waddling slowly, but in the right direction. 246.
Just a couple comments about us being at Donner Pass right now. This is close to where the Donner Party had its incident. Supposedly a little lower down by Donner Lake that we drove past earlier today. Snow was like 33 feet high that year. Man, I cannot imagine trying to get some covered wagons over these hills. It's hard enough to walk, honestly, without any snow. Pretty wild to be up here, that's for sure.
It's fun to be back at the ski lifts. It's just like Snoqualmie and Stevens at the beginning when we were in Washington. We're on ski mountains again, but in the off season when there's no snow. So we'll have to come back to these in winter. We haven't been here before.
She did that with 6 days of food on her. Amazing jump.
Chief Wilderness in the Tahoe National Forest. It's a chilly day, but we're excited. This red land is so cool. We've seen it before, but the magnitude, we feel like we're in an underwater sea tank.
Our best view yet of Lake Tahoe.
That's Lake Tahoe! Woo!
We hiked here.
It is day 75, which feels like a big milestone. I guess that makes 2.5 months we've been at it. Today is cold. It's cold while hiking, which is unusual. It's got a cold gust, and we're hiking in mostly jackets. So we've taken them off momentarily, but put them back on. It's been beautiful though. We've been on some ridges. We've seen Lake Tahoe, beautiful views, and we are trying to move a little quickly today because it's supposed to rain. So our goal is to get in about 15 more miles before the rain. Fingers crossed we can do it. And we're on the lookout for bears. We've seen some reports that there have been a lot of bears in some of the campgrounds around here, which is why we want to get in that 15 miles so we get past the major bear activity.
And we've already seen one bear today.
Woo! The bear is probably about 50 to 100 feet away, and as soon as he saw us, he gave us a good look and then turned and ran. So it was a perfect bear encounter.
That's a new sign for us. Tahoe Rim Trail. We're getting hailed on. I say we keep going to those trees. Yeah.
that big. We've just been walking through this intermittent rain, which has created these like pretty deep channels. So we have to kind of walk on the sides of the trail, just make it even more challenging.
Desolation Wilderness, El Dorado National Forest. This is our first spot where we need hard-sided bear cans. Good morning on day 76. So you can see there's blue sky already. We slept in a little bit because we had a big day yesterday. Big day because of a lot of hours of hiking, a lot of miles of hiking, and a lot of rain, rocks, elevation. It was a big day.
It was freezing. It was one of those kind of miserable days.
Yeah. Everything's kind of wet on the outside. Well,
And the inside.
yeah. So we're trying to dry some stuff out. Slept in this morning. Luckily, it's not raining now, so we're having a leisurely-ish breakfast before we pack up and start hiking some more.
We're so lucky it didn't pour last night, and it's not raining now. So we're excited for a beautiful day.
Yeah, we are in a very beautiful area, so that makes it a lot more bearable, enjoyable.
Yeah. And no bears. No bears visited us.
Not that bearable, I guess. No bears. The Desolation Wilderness area has been really beautiful so far. In a way, some of the most beautiful country we've been through. But it's also harder to enjoy when you're wet and cold. I think that's kind of been a lesson of this trip. It's really a lot of practice trying to separate the pain and the suffering from the beauty, so you can fully appreciate the beauty of where you're at, despite being pretty uncomfortable sometimes when you're there. I think I've made a lot of progress in that, but it's still not something I can fully do, of course. When you're wet and cold, you're gonna kind of associate those feelings with what you're seeing. But for the most part, I think you can still really appreciate how amazing a place like this is and just try to ignore some of those pains and uncomfortable aspects of having to be hiking out here in the cold weather. And I don't know, there's something kind of beautiful about that too. I like it.
Honestly, so surprising that it is sunny out and clear, and I could not be more grateful after really gritting it out yesterday. So far so good. It's a beautiful day in this beautiful place. We're drying ourselves out and our stuff. We are the Desolation Wilderness around this granite lake, and it is just beautiful, breathtaking. And it's dry.
Thankfully. We just made it to our highest point on the PCT by far, 9,400 feet.
Woo! I'm feeling it.
The views up here cannot be beat.
Ready for that?
This is Aloha Lakes and Desolation Wilderness. It might be my favorite view on the whole trip yet. Sometimes we get amazing campsites.